as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Dill out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
After review the play, the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. back to throw. Dill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And just like that, it's third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw on third down. Dill firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The tackle made by Calevon Chason.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Dill. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
To throw on 2nd down. Dill, he finds his man, complete. That's James. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing on 1st down. Dill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Dill finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Off play action. Dill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Caleb Chason. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
After the sack, third and goal now from the 12. Back to throw. Dill.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there. Starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Dill. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, Dill looking middle, and it's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
94 yards on the ground for him so far.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Dill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
Oh, man, can't do that.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now back to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Looking to throw. Dill able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
2nd and 20.
57 to Mike. Come on. 57 to Mike.
Back to throw. Dill, his throw incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
The Colts on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Dill. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs. Keep possession of the football.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on 1st down. Morrison. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morrison, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Morrison. And down inside the 15 he goes. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Indy.